Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the long-awaited episode 2 of Season 2 of the Mebois Podcast. Or should I say Season 3, Episode 1. I'm Josh.
And I am Ray. And today, playing a bit of Beyblade Pixels. I don't know too much about the game other than it's a platformer, shoot 'em up. It's made in 2012 and it's by a Canadian company. And apparently it's very much Lovecraftian inspired.
Now, is it a shoot 'em up or is it a beat 'em up?
Beat 'em up, I think. Did I say shoot 'em up or beat 'em up?
Yeah, you said shoot 'em up.
Oh,
I'm like, it could be. I don't know.
There might be gunplay involved.
Hell yeah.
Higher difficulty, longer levels for players. Well-versed in stabbing and jumping. Final level is only unlockable at this difficulty. Leaderboard. Oh, there's no final level if you're a novice?
Gotta go standard then.
Yeah, we gotta go standard. Alright, so while we play, like we said, we wanted to do something different for Season 2. While we play, we are going to talk about some topics on our minds. And while we're talking about beat 'em up, I guess it's only fair to talk about the Mortal Kombat trailer that dropped this week.
Get over here.
No,
you know what kills me?
What?
to go on a bit of a tangent already, but have you ever seen that video where the guy's dressed up as see, I'm like a total idiot when it comes to Mortal Kombat. Which one is the guy who says get over here? Is that Scorpion or is that Sub-Zero?
I can't remember who said it in the trailer, honestly.
I'm about to look this shit up.
I thought the one that said get over here was the older dude. I feel like it wasn't Sub-Zero because Sub-Zero had the big line in the trailer where he says, "I am Sub-Zero."
It is kind of interesting how they're making him like a main character kind of thing. I don't know if he is like.
I think he's a villain.
Are there heroes in Mortal Kombat? This is very promising. We know nothing about it.
Yeah, right. I'm not a expert on the lore, but I think there are heroes and villains, and I do think Sub-Zero is a villain.
Right.
Again, maybe something.
So
like that.
It is Scorpion who says get over here.
Okay.
So I don't know if you ever seen that clip where some guy's cosplaying as Scorpion and he walks past a cop car and over like the loudspeakers on the car, the cop says get over here, but the guy cosplaying just doesn't pick up that it's his line, and so he goes over there like they're actually like talking to him.
I've never seen that.
It's just like the lamest thing. It's like, okay, maybe yeah, I can insert it here or something. But overall, the trailer was pretty cool, right? I mean, the effects seem pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan out there, but that trailer had me pretty hyped for it. And I think with Mortal Kombat, the funny thing is you kind of have your standards set very low because of the movie from the 90s, was it?
I believe so, which I didn't watch.
Yeah, I've only seen clips from like YouTube videos, compilations of the worst acting ever, and that movie has a bunch of lines in there. Mother, you're still alive? Too bad you will be dead.
See, that just seems more appealing to me than a high budget thing. Just terrible shit.
Well, I don't know if this is super high budget because, you know, looking at the cast, everyone they haven't gone for A-listers or anything.
Right, yeah. There's no recognizable names for me. Maybe internationally they are, I'm not sure.
I mean, the guy who plays Sub-Zero is recognizable for me. He's Indonesian, from Indonesia, so he's gonna stand out for us. He was in the raid.
Okay.
He wasn't the main guy in the raid. I think it was the first raid he was in, and he was like a secondary character.
He was the first guy to get killed by a hammer.
No, it was more than that. But he was in it. I know that what's the name of the character who does the long, like, rope knives from his arms? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, we're talking about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Rope knives isn't that Scorpion?
No. Different one. Is it Scorpion? There's another guy, isn't there?
Looking it up.
Point is, there's a Japanese actor, and he's quite well known, like decently well known. He was in the Wolverine movie that was in Japan, and a couple other things. Like he's always. I feel like I've always seen him in American movies that include either Japan or Japanese people.
The Indonesian guy.
No, the Japanese guy.
Oh, okay. I got distracted looking up rope knives Mortal Kombat.
Maybe
it says the rope
it was
attached
Scorpion.
to Scorpion's kunai would often appear behind Scorpion's hand. I think it is Scorpion who has the.
Oh, then Scorpion's older than I imagined. An older character, I thought.
Although I feel like weren't Scorpion and Sub-Zero always like, they're basically the same sprite in the game.
Whoops.
Or I don't know if sprite's the right word for it, but they're basically just like recolors of each other, at least as far as I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to be like polar opposites, right? Essentially.
So Scorpion a good guy. I like how he decided to talk about this with no knowledge of it.
I mean, if I can get excited about it, like I can only imagine like how much more excited like legitimate Mortal Kombat fans would. Like it's definitely 100% more appealing than Monster Hunter.
Yes, that's true. Well, because like this seems at least somewhat true to just the general lore of what Mortal Kombat is. Like if they went the Monster Hunter route,
yeah,
it would have been like Marines from the United States get sucked into Mortal Kombat world.
Yeah,
it's like, and that's not fun for anybody.
Yeah, and like not to discredit her, but the fact that it's Mila Jovovich.
You can discredit her.
You know what I mean? She was part of the what do you call it? Resident Evil series, and those movies are kind of, I know that like the first few people kind of like, but it's not as beloved as you might think, right?
No, yeah, it's like, I mean, they might be like a little culty, like some people might just like them because they're bad, basically. And because Resident Evil is a good game series, for the most part at least. But yeah, she's sort of a weird thing where it's like, she's not an especially good actress in anything I've seen. She's iconic for Resident Evil, but that's just because didn't her husband direct them all?
Oh, I think you're right. I think she did.
So like, even if she was a great actress, it's kind of like, well, that's kind of weird, but who am I to judge?
Which I don't know. I feel like I don't see her in anything else apart from like these action movies.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely got a typecast. I'm not sure if I've seen her in things outside of Resident Evil.
I've seen her in a few things. Or maybe not seen her, but I know she's been in a few other things. Whoops, I died.
Oh my god, that scream. That's how Mila Jovovich felt when I insulted her acting. But yeah, I was interested in seeing how they did sort of the, I don't know what you would call them, but like the less human looking characters in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I thought the Melina, is that her name? The one with the like the fangs,
the big mouth.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. And they only gave like a bit of a preview of the guy with the 4 arms, but it looked pretty good.
Yeah, him specifically. I'm wondering how that'll look.
They're definitely
probably
like,
because of that old movie.
Yeah, they're definitely giving the human characters more of the spotlight, and which is probably smart because, as with any movie that has sort of supernatural lore, you kind of have to keep it as grounded as you can.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why Marvel focused on Tony Stark in the beginning, because suddenly talking about a Norse god would be kind of weird. if you started off Marvel with that.
Or someone like me who just thinks it's all weird.
Yeah,
Either way.
fair.
But yeah, it's funny because I feel like I've seen so much porn with these characters. I don't know what it is about Mortal Kombat, but it's out there, man.
Oh, it's out there forever. Apparently, that's a thing Disney does. When you
Porn?
make no, well, they might. You never know.
I'm waiting until they branch out.
They warn their new like artists, like who are making animations and stuff. There will
Make
be
them
porn.
less sexy.
There will be porn of your creations. We're letting you know. And apparently, they give them examples.
They give them example. What the hell is that? Oh, like a past example?
And it's like, here is the Rule 34 website.
That's great. I mean, I'd be surprised if any artist didn't know about that.
Yeah, true. I mean, I'm basing this off a Tumblr post I saw, so don't take my word for granted. Like, could be wrong.
Tumblr post. Still on Tumblr, right?
No, but it's like you see the posts on Instagram and whatnot.
Ah, I see. That's the only way people use Tumblr now is through screenshots on Instagram.
I feel like Tumblr's dead.
Well, it's dead because of porn. Funnily enough, because they stopped allowing adult content.
That's true, but it's still a website, is what I'm saying, right? It's just people don't use it. Oh,
I feel like it got bought for like 2 million or something. Something ridiculous.
And is that why they got rid of the porn? Because the new owners?
I can't remember if that was before or after. I'm really not up on my Tumblr lore.
Not up on my porn lore.
Yeah, I don't watch it for the story.
Oh, this is ice. Okay. Game's pretty cool so far. As I die.
This game's pretty cool. So, is that ice or is it just spikes?
Those are spikes, but this, like above her.
Oh, I see. So does that affect your ability to like hold on to the sides?
Yeah. So I can't hold on there.
It sort of reminds me of like Super Meat Boy.
Well, I never played, but I've seen it, and yeah, it does. Isn't there a character? Yeah, see, I'm like sliding around. There's a character on Mortal Kombat that has like these claws, right?
Claw character. See, I'm looking up all this Mortal Kombat shit that I never looked up before.
Yeah, you have to do the research for me.
Baraka,
yeah. I mean, it's not like Wolverine. They're like a weapon he uses, not his hands.
Oh wait, but hand claws are a pair of weapons used by Farah. I don't even know who the fuck Farah is.
Should I Google as well? Let me Google. We'll pause for a second, also I can Google. Baraka Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Baraka definitely has claws.
Oh, it's not Baraka I'm thinking of. How do you spell Farah?
Ferra.
No, Farah is not. Actually, Farah might be. No, it's not Farah. I'm thinking of someone else. Actually,
I feel like there are more characters than I gave Mortal Kombat credit for. I guess there have been a shit ton of games.
yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm wondering about is how many characters shit. How many characters?
How many characters shit?
Yeah, how many characters are they gonna show?
I imagine they'd want to do a cameo of as many as possible, unless they're really trying to focus on the story. Like I was getting little bits of that, like I don't know. When movies try to explain a larger plot, you've always got I think it was like the blonde woman in this trailer.
Yeah, she was Sonya.
So that's a character in the game as well.
Yeah, she's there are a few human characters, and it does look like that's who they're focusing on.
Right.
Which again is probably the way to keep the franchise grounded in the beginning, so that they can branch out later on.
Right. But yeah, she was talking like she has to like name drop the, and they fight in something called Mortal Kombat.
That's something I was kind of iffy about. Like, oh shit. Oh fuck.
Brutal.
Brutal. It is brutal. But yeah, I'm just like, how were they gonna name drop the series?
I think that is accurate. I think it is like whatever the tournament they're fighting in is or whatever. But I always feel like movies like that are almost better served by what are those things you're picking up, like pages?
What am I beating up?
No, the picking up.
Oh, I'm not sure. They look like scrolls of some kind.
Picking up the lore of Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I always feel like these sort of like action movies are better served by not really focusing on that plot because it's always the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Which is sort of, it's unrelated really, but which is why I liked Kong Skull Island or whatever the fuck it was called.
Oh, right, you watched that recently.
Yeah, because it was just like they did have a story that fucking sucked, but just like they focused a lot on just the action because that was like what they spent the budget on. And by the way, I am enjoying all the monkey memes that come out of Godzilla versus Kong or whatever that movie's called. It's like people listing all the reasons Godzilla will win, and the reasons Kong will win is just monkey. Wait,
is my bar not full? I'm gonna save. Oh. Okay. Ah, there you go. Now it's full. Right.
Oh, when you fill the bar, you get a checkpoint.
Yeah, I do like that. And
that's pretty cool.
Seems like there isn't like a full life bar where if you die, you just start over.
Right, yeah. It's not like a count of lives. It just keeps on going.
Yeah.
Probably because you're meant to die a lot.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what the pints are. 602 pints of blood. I don't know.
Oh, I thought this said points.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first as well.
I think that just might be your score from killing.
It might. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it is.
And I think those like the other blood you pick up goes to that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you lose it on death. I guess I'll pay attention this time.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. Anything else? Graphics look great. I mean, the CG and everything.
Graphics.
CG.
The gameplay looked good. Yeah, from what I could see, obviously it was dark and dimly lit, a lot of it. Mm-hmm. Which is probably a good decision when there's characters like, is it Goro, the guy with 4 arms?
Oh, I think so. I think you're right. Oh, look. We're playing volleyball with this guy's body.
Hell yeah. Yes, it is Goro.
Hell yeah.
It's like, it was dimly lit for a lot of it, sort of like a darker mood, so you can hide a lot of your effects.
Yeah. I mean, that last shot is pretty killer, like when he freezes the blood as it comes out of him.
Oh yeah, the action looks fun, which is really what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
it's just like...
that's all we want.
Because
Fuck. Sorry.
You're so scared of death that you killed yourself. Yes, you do lose pints when you die.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if you won't respawn once you have 0. Goddamn. Hit twice on the way down. I don't know if you won't respawn once you have no blood.
I think it's because the amount of pints I had was from the enemies that were coming up, and since I hadn't killed them, because it took me back to that checkpoint, I think that's why it goes down.
Oh. Okay.
It is pretty cute. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all of our thoughts on Mortal Kombat, right?
God damn, that blood's everywhere. Yeah, basically. It looks fun. Who knows if I'll even end up watching it, but
I think
when was it supposed to come out?
Google. I think this year.
Just take turns Googling.
I think this year. Yeah, this year.
Oh, you know what? The trailer did say 2021, I think, like the title of it.
It says April. That seems really soon.
Wow.
For that to be the first trailer.
So movie theaters really largely probably won't be open.
Probably not, and that seems really early. I don't know.
I'm sure they've been working on it for a while.
Yeah, true. It's just that they typically take their time. Like the first trailer usually drops a little less than a year. Alright, yeah. I mean, April. Holy shit, it's coming up.
Hell yeah, man! Just in time for 420. Am I right?
Hell yeah. Shit. Oh shit. Speaking of,
You've done that every time when
I
you come down, you get hit by poles.
speaking of video game like movies, news and updates, the Last of Us HBO show came out with their Joel and Ellie.
Ah, right.
So the guy playing Joel is Pedro Pascal, most famous for The Mandalorian, I guess. That's probably the thing he's going to be most famous for now. And Ellie is going to be played by Bella Ramsey, who was Lyanna Mormont, I think, on Game of Thrones.
The who's a what?
Lyanna Mormont. I think that was her name. I'll Google.
Oh, I see. You're saying
The character, the character she played on Game of Thrones. She played, Lyanna Mormont. Game of Thrones. She was like the youngest ruler in the North.
Oh yeah. You told me about this. So I thought you were saying like a creature's name.
Oh,
I thought you said the something.
Oh shit, my game just crashed.
Uh-oh.
Give me 1 sec.
You spoke her name.
Right? At least the checkpoint just happened as it crashed. Yeah, I know you don't have too much invested, I guess, with Last of Us TV show. But I think overall, like, pretty good casting. You didn't watch Mandalorian, right?
I did not. I sort of want to, but I still haven't.
Wait. Did it just take me back
Did
to...
not save it all.
It's not. What the hell?
Maybe it only saves at the end of levels.
Oh, I think you might be right. Fuck.
It's alright.
Alright.
Speedrun time.
Speedrun.
You're recording again, right?
Yeah, it didn't stop recording.
Okay.
But yeah, like Mandalorian season 2, like season 1, I wasn't like completely on board. I liked it, but I wasn't like hyped about it or anything. But I was very much a fan of season 2, and I'm very much a fan of Pedro Pascal, who he was also on Game of Thrones.
I feel like everyone is. Goddamn.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why HBO did hire him. They probably, they have experience working with him. They had experience working with her. So it just makes sense to have them both.
So to me, like, I don't know how her character acts in Game of Thrones because I haven't watched it, but I feel like visually,
very different.
Yeah, like Pedro Pascal sort of fits for Joel.
Mm-hmm. Oop, there's that train.
Yeah, I like how I was doing push to talk to try to avoid the train, and yet it comes right when I'm talking. But visually, Pedro Pascal kind of works for Joel, but she just looks nothing like the depiction of Ellie.
Yeah, and I think in terms of looking like characters,
it's not the most important thing.
It's probably it's gonna be something that people are maybe gonna be upset about initially, but it can easily be forgotten about as soon as you see how well they act. And she was really good on Game of Thrones.
She has a big forehead.
Just bullying a child.
Yeah, she's a child. She's still growing into it,
She's 17. Not quite. Still a child, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, be careful now.
But actually, no, she's older than I thought. Because Ellie's supposed to be 12, I think. Right?
Oh, so the Last of Us series is going to be off of the first game's timeline,
yeah,
or at
it'll
least
be
the
off
first season or whatever.
I'm sure they'll incorporate the second game, and I think I've said this on when I talked to you about the game. I didn't like the game, the second game. Like I've made my peace with my issues with it, but overall, like I have way more problems with it than I do like it. Oh, this is a prologue. Holy shit.
You've like totally cut out at this point.
Oh, have I? Shit. Hear me now? Hear me now? Josh? Hello?
Okay, I think I just caught up.
Okay. How is it now?
I can hear you. I see the game paused.
Just let me know when it's like you think it's back to normal.
Seems like it is.
Okay. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So with the game, I do feel like the second game will translate much better as a TV show. And I think I did say that to you when we were talking about the game, because you didn't play it, but you watched PewDiePie play it.
Right.
And I played through it, and I think because it's a game, it just doesn't translate that well, the story they're trying to tell.
Right. Yeah, I remember people being frustrated with.
Yeah, I mean, just dealing with the, reaching the end of Ellie's story basically, and having to start over with Abby, just like, I don't know, it's sort of just, it's not what you've been taught in terms of playing games. So
insert meme of everyone disliked this. Everyone disliked that, rather.
So yeah, I think, well, season one might be not even the full first game, actually. Like, I wonder if they actually will make changes to the story just to make it fresh.
Yeah, who knows how much they're gonna try to stretch it out.
Yeah, right.
But thinking about it, I guess she would be good for the younger Ellie, at least.
Yeah, right. She still looks very young. I mean, now that I know she's 17 now, she must have been 15, 16 when she was on Game of Thrones, and she was portraying someone much younger than that.
Right.
And I think I told you that on Game of Thrones, she did pretty much steal every scene she was in. She was very good. She had to play a very assertive child, basically. So I wouldn't necessarily call Ellie assertive. I think she's more sarcastic and kind of sassy, I guess.
Sassy.
She's sassy, right?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't know what she was like as a kid, really. As a kid, definitely more sarcastic. I feel like they try to make her more of like a independent character kind of thing later in the second one.
I mean, the second one, she was more... it was too real. She got too depressed, It was...
That whole game was fucking depressing.
Occasionally, Ellie was kind of, woe is me.
Oh, woe is me. Everybody's dead and there's zombies everywhere.
Exactly.
Grow up.
I have a bit more faith in the HBO doing the game right over than say Netflix with Witcher. Just because I don't know, I feel like HBO has a good track record of making really good drama shows. They did fuck Game of Thrones in the end, but I think it seems like that was more to do with the writers.
Right. More to do with
Dan
Mr.
Weiss.
George.
No, more to do with Dan Weiss and Dave.
Oh, the writer for the show, not the writer for the book. I see.
Yeah, because they got a Star Wars project. Like once, I think they were like season 7, season 8 Game of Thrones. They got hired to do Star Wars, and then the industry secret is that they kind of just wanted to get Game of Thrones done with so they could focus on Star Wars.
Disgusting.
Which they lost. But yeah, I don't know. What are your overall thoughts so far on the fact that there is a show, the casting and whatnot?
I mean, it's kind of a weird space to occupy with zombie shows.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I guess there's been a little bit of a break from like the absolute glut of zombie shows we had.
Yeah, and also the heyday of it, I guess, right? When The Walking Dead was really at its peak.
Right. Like, is The Walking Dead over? I don't even know.
I don't even know either. It went on for a very long time, and they have the little spin-off Walking Deads too that are, I know those are still going on.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the success of the show, at least in my mind, will really depend on like what they want to do with it. Like as far as like, because they could go a direction with it that's like not focusing on the zombie element at all.
Which isn't a bad thing, I think.
It's not necessarily. Although, if the drama isn't good itself, then it would be like very bad. I feel like that's sort of like the crutch you use in order to like make sure you can reach as many people as possible. Is like you have drama, but then like let's shoot zombies for a while. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I remember with Walking Dead, at least, like overall, I liked season 1, which is basically the only full season I watched. But you start to see like a bit of like creeping in of just like full episodes where it's just about the drama between people.
Yeah.
Which is really, I mean, what most zombie media is about, really. It's just about
how people interact in this world.
Yeah. But I'm not quite as interested in that.
No.
Because like every other show deals with that.
Oh shit. Oh, this is the part where I keep fucking up. Oh, fuck's sake.
You didn't fuck up, so you had to go back and fuck it up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think that's a slight issue people had with the second Last of Us. There wasn't really enough zombies. It was more about...
it was a lot of like, even like the shooting and stuff, it was a lot of killing people.
Yeah, it was mostly people, and I guess it's sort also, actually no, I'm not gonna get into that, cause that's more about the game, but yeah, I mean, it seems like whenever people make zombie stories, it does end up becoming about like, oh, people are worse, almost.
Yes.
Which is fine. It's just, it's sort of done, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine the first couple times you do it.
Yeah. But I also think there is room to explore the people aspect of it from the first game, because the second game is pretty much zombies, fireflies, and our main characters. Right? I feel like there's no one else. Maybe they can get into... Oh shit. Maybe they can get into Joel and Tommy's history of what they were doing.
Right.
Before that.
I feel like it's going to be a show that employs a lot of flashbacks.
It could, yeah.
Which I don't know how I feel about.
Shit.
Oh my god. So violent.
It is a pretty violent game. Because there have been hints about like the kind of stuff that Joel and Tommy got up to, like before the flash forward in the. Did I get hit twice? Before the flash forward in the first game, you know how it starts with Joel and his daughter, and then it goes like 20 years into the future.
Right. Yeah.
You know, they've talked about what Joel and Tommy had to do to survive.
What were they? They were like raiders or scavengers? I can't even remember.
Like smugglers, I think.
Oh, smugglers. Going the Han Solo route.
I thought I jumped to the new area. I did not.
You did not.
So I think it'd be cool to see them explore that, if that's what they do. Yet again, there's fuck's sake. There's been like no rumors about story-wise what they're gonna do, because I feel like people just assume they're gonna go with the tried and tested story of the game.
Yeah, I feel like. Wait, was Walking Dead like a comic series before it was a game?
Yes, Walking Dead was a comic series.
Now I'm thinking of Walking Dead instead of Last of Us. The Last of Us was just a game.
Last of Us was just a game.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we were. For some reason in my mind, I was like, okay, yeah, we're talking about Walking Dead.
Because Walking Dead also has a game. The Telltale ones.
Yeah, it's all very confusing. But yeah, I guess it really depends on how concise they want to make it. Like,
yeah,
because you could like make the stuff with Tommy, like that could be a whole season in itself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my hope is always that a show will be too short rather than too long.
Yes, I would rather a show that's too short than too long. It's almost more fun in a way just to imagine what could have been than to realize, oh, this is what it's been become.
Yeah, well, it's always better in your head.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just crying thinking about. I got my voice crack there.
Crying thinking about Spectacular Spider-Man. What could have been?
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was like a kid show from like 2008, 2009. I didn't watch it until 2 years ago, and you know, even watching it as an adult, it was quite fucking hell. It was quite good.
Well, you just like Spider-Man.
I do like Spider-Man. Speaking of shows that could go wrong,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I don't know if there are actually any animated Spider-Man shows going on right now. I'm sure there are.
I'm surprised they haven't made like a Spider-Verse series.
I mean, it's gonna be a series of movies. Like the next one's already announced.
In that same universe with like Miles Morales and all that.
Yeah, so there's gonna be in Spider-Verse 2, and I'm sure they're gonna make one for Gwen and Peter B. Parker. Or he'll get one. I'm sure they might do one for Nicholas. They couldn't do one for Nicolas Cage being Spider-Man Noir. It could be fun. Like him, I could see having like a mini series, just a short one, not a movie. Just give him a few episodes to do something. It's Nicolas Cage after all. It's Spider-Man after all.
Nice mini series that nobody watches.
Yeah. But no, this is a show we've both watched, and again, one I'm definitely more invested in. But
right.
The Witcher, some rumors have come out, and it's making fans a little uneasy. So the rumor is there's a great Reddit page. There's a great Reddit page called Redanian Intelligence, and you know they're the ones who basically revealed a lot of things about season 1. Not everything was accurate in terms of what it meant, but the information was accurate. Like So the information now is there's a funeral for the character Eskel. Like you see,
Eskel is the older Witcher.
Eskel is.
Oh no, he is a Witcher, but he's a different guy. Right?
He's a Witcher, but he's a different guy. He's in the games. He's the one with the really bad scars on his face.
Yes.
And while you don't see him much in the books, it's sort of the understanding is that there you go, complete.
Oh hell yeah!
The understanding is that he and Geralt are quite close, or have a mutual respect in a way.
Right.
He never dies in the books, so the fact that there's a funeral for him on the show shows a deviation from the story that fans will not like, I think. But
so
also,
for me, it seems weird that they would have one because he wasn't even in season 1.
No, so they're introducing the School of the Wolf season 2, so they've already hired someone to play Vesemir, someone to play Lambert. I'm very excited about Lambert, and someone to play Eskel.
Oh, that's right. We didn't have Vesemir, did we?
No, it was all about
For some reason, I
Geralt,
thought we did.
Yennefer, and Ciri.
Although I feel like it could be a thing where like it's a fake funeral as a trick sort of thing. I don't know.
It could be that. My theory is, like, again, I wasn't super stoked about season 1. I did think there was more good about it than bad, but I definitely did not like the simplification of some of the stories. Like,
right.
Just to touch briefly, the story with the princess in the first episode, where he fights the girl.
When he goes into town.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She's there to kill the wizard, and basically Geralt gets involved because he gets involved. That's really how the show portrayed it. He got involved because they kind of challenged him, which is not really what happens. What happens is she threatens to kill the entire town if the wizard does not come out, so he kills her to make sure the people are safe.
Right. Yeah. I remember talking about the difference there.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that going on with the show. But again, I think the books have a lot about Ciri dreaming things and whatnot. So I feel like Eskel's death or funeral is most likely a dream sequence.
Could be. Yeah, that's another real possibility.
Yeah.
Which are always kind of lame in my opinion, but
I mean, that's fair, honestly. Like,
because it's definitely something you'd put in like a season trailer or whatever.
oh yeah,
like,
just to fake out the audience.
Yeah, which is kind of like manipulative.
It's really disingenuous.
I kind of hate them actually. Fuck those guys.
I don't know, like, while talking about Last of Us, I mean, they had a fake out in their trailers where they make it seem like Joel's talking to Ellie and not letting her do all this stuff on her own, and it's not even him. It wasn't even like a dream sequence thing. It's just straight up they manipulated.
Oh yeah.
They manipulated the scene so that it would be him talking to her instead of Jesse.
Do you think people who make trailers for things are like the worst people in the world? They just have to be like the most attention grabby kind of person there is.
Maybe,
just
but
like,
it's sort of like,
oh my god,
it's sort of like, I guess
it's not
being
their fault.
told, yeah, right?
Yeah,
you would think. It's not like, hey, come up with a trailer, then we'll tell you if you like it.
They're giving the people what they want. Maybe it's humanity that has a problem.
But yeah, it is a worrying trend that if they do kill him off, then clearly,
And anyone's fair game.
yeah, anyone could be fair game.
could kill off could kill off Geralt with a golf club, and then it's Ellie's story.
But the thing is also, keep in mind, is he's not a big character in the books, Eskel. He's there for the beginning because the story takes place at Kaer Morhen. So killing him off, what I like to think is like you can kill off characters if the writing behind the story is good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure somebody will have a problem with it, but yeah, if they're not a major character, I mean...
Yeah, it's sort of just like, why not? You're saving resources.
Don't have to hire that actor anymore.
Yeah.
Except maybe we do some flashbacks.
That was another thing. They changed the original guy they hired for him. So naturally, the internet was like, oh, maybe he left because he didn't want the role, blah, blah, blah.
He's like, I don't want to die.
Yeah. But really, like, if you're someone who is not that well known, you're taking this job no matter what.
Yeah, I think I'd find it hard to pass up an opportunity like that.
Yeah, a big
despite
Netflix
my reservations
show.
about the series.
Yeah, a big Netflix show with a worldwide appeal. Yeah, I think The Witcher was the biggest Netflix original ever.
I think so.
Or series, I think.
I don't know if that's still the case, but
Might not be. Ooh,
I can't think of any other like really big ones that came out since then.
Massive ones, Stranger Things. Oh, it might be second to Stranger Things. I do remember reading like the opening, like when it first came out, it being the biggest.
The top 10 most popular TV shows on Netflix right now.
On Netflix, that means not necessarily Netflix shows. Because I think the thing I read was that it was the most popular original.
Hold on, let me see.
I gotta say, I do love the graphic of like kicking the characters into a wall and then they blow up into blood.
Yeah, it's got a pretty good bloody aesthetic there.
It does.
Oh my god, all these websites are so cancerous that I'm looking at.
By that, do you mean like loads of ads? Or
Yeah, it's just like the whole
gossip
format's
sites?
shitty. They're asking me to turn my ad blocker off.
Fuck that.
They're not giving me the information I want.
Fuck. I could have sworn I saw gun gameplay here. Oops. Only one hit for a bomb.
Okay, so this one has views during the first 4 weeks of the series.
Okay, I think that might be it. That might be what I was referring to. I know it's
Although
up
Witcher's
there.
not number 1 here.
Is it up there?
Yeah, it's I think Orange is the New Black was the most watched original.
Okay.
Really? I don't know if I believe this list. Oh, this includes movies as well. Man, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna look this up anymore. It was very popular.
Yeah, it was.
I don't need a list to tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, thinking back on it, there really isn't any there really aren't any specific moments that I really remember from the show outside of Yennefer sticking her tongue into the corner of her mouth and
Huh? Oh.
to do like the weird. She's a hunchback, but she also has a big old lump in her mouth. That's just her tongue sticking into it.
Yeah, it's just it's so funny. That's the thing about the show is it really does feel like a teen drama.
Yes. And
the
almost
fact-
like Harry Potter-ish at points with like the whole magic school thing.
But worse.
I
Not as good
don't
as
know
Harry
because I've
Potter.
never watched, but
Oh fuck, she just got impaled in the head.
my face when I watch Harry Potter.
But no, I wouldn't. Fucking hell. I
Jesus
hate
Christ.
I hate the whole teen drama aspect of it because it's just not very good
I
television.
am not a teen.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Sure, playing like one.
Yeah. And yeah, the fact that she has her, like, she just sticks her tongue out to make it look like she's ugly. Like,
Yeah,
this is
it's-
supposed to be a fantasy show. Like, you can go all out to make her look ugly.
They should have made her look very ugly.
Yeah. She's supposed to be a hunchback. You can make her look like, what is it, Goro?
What, that 4 arms? Thinking more like
Oh,
Quasimodo.
Her body's still there. That one on the side?
Oh yeah, there's like more of an outline thing. Yeah,
You know that. That's cool.
got that Dark Souls thing going on.
Yeah, this game is very Souls-like.
You could be a game reviewer yet.
Yeah, right. It has the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Oh my god. Speaking of Spider-Man, that is so funny
Yeah,
that anyone would ever imagine saying that.
it's clearly he's like a teenager who's just looking to fill up their word count.
Was it a teenager? Because I feel like it was for GameSpot. I don't know if they.
No, I'm saying I'm like comparing him to a high schooler writing an essay.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's not even. Well, it's not even so much as just extra words. I guess it is, but.
Shit, dude. I can't get this right. I can't get the jumping right on this.
That's what the dude was saying during his review. I can't get this right. Let me bring up the fact that he's black. Exaggerated swag.
Fuck. I'm laughing too much to fucking focus. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all my thoughts on Witcher. I don't know. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I really have no opinions here or there about Eskel because I really don't know the character.
Yeah.
Um,
I think a lot of this is just people are very very wary about the fact that it's Netflix making this show. Rightly or wrongly. No. Holy shit. Oh, I see. Okay.
do you see? I don't see what the fuck this is.
I kind of have to make those bomb guys go off to make sure I don't get hit by. Maybe. Nope.
Or maybe. Ah!
I really don't know what. Oh wait, let me try something. I'll wait until it gets close. Ooh. This is a fun game though. Like me trying to convince myself.
No, I'm having fun though. I love
Like I
losing all these pints of
should
blood.
be. There we go.
Oh yeah, I guess you can just jump over like that. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, but you would have had to have been like on the ground, close enough to those bomb guys to open up this this page.
I guess the bomb opens it up.
Yeah, like them blowing up would flip that lever probably. I don't know if you care about getting all the pages though.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you got like 3 out of 6 from the first level, so.
That probably disgusts you.
Makes me feel like I need to take a hot shower. Now, so these ones don't hurt you?
Yeah, it's not.
Or maybe they only hurt you on the top?
I thought they did.
Yeah, I thought you had to like dash through them or something, but I guess not.
Oh, actually, you know what I could do? Just die.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
No, I was gonna say, fuck, I'm back here.
See if you can make those bombs explode this
Oh,
time.
it goes much closer to me than I thought.
Yeah, I think you can really take your time and just jump over everything.
Whoop.
Just give you a little slap back to the beginning.
But yeah. We wrap up our. Oh, fuck.
I don't know, I'm pretty interested in you dying.
Yeah, so I think of all these things, I'd probably say I'm most excited about Last of Us, the show, just because it's early on. I like Pedro Pascal. I trust HBO, and it just seems like a lot of good is coming out of it so far. Maybe I think Witcher is still probably number 2 on that list, because I really, while Mortal Kombat looks cool and I will watch it, I don't have a horse in the race.
Yeah, well, because you never played like Mortal Kombat growing up, did you?
I mean, here and there.
Well, then you've played it more than I have.
more of a.
Oh, there you go.
Was more of a bloody roar kid.
Right, which I have heard of, but I don't think I played either.
That was fun, and it had a decent story. Like all these guys can like shapeshift into different animals. Like depending on who you picked for the story mode, you got their story, but it was all interconnected. So
I remember Animal People being in Tekken, although I didn't really play Tekken either.
I wasn't crazy about Tekken. Is there a movie for Tekken? No.
I don't think so. I feel like it's not even that popular.
These guys are annoying. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we have for episode 2, I think. Any quotes to end it?
To bring us home?
What's the thing that Scorpion says?
Get over here.